Brawlers, baby.
You're watching the Brawlers Sports Boxing Show podcast, starring CEO Rick Muhammad. The Brawlers Sports Boxing Show podcast. Let's go, Jack.
Yo, what's up, boxing fans? It's your boy Rick Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media in the building. This is the Brawler Sports Boxing Show. So, last night we got to see Magsayo defend his title since taking it from Mr. Gary Russell Jr. My question is, I don't know what people feel about the Gary Russell fight that he took the belt that night, but he didn't hurt Gary Russell. He wasn't imposed as a big threat to Gary Russell. Gary Russell didn't have any problems handling him. And, I mean, when you fighting a champ, you got to hurt him, bust him up real bad, stop him, knock him down. None of that happened in that fight versus Gary Russell Jr. I felt like Magsayo didn't do enough to win the title that night. Even though Gary Russell had been through some things mentally, he had a lot on his plate. His dad had just got out of the hospital, partial amputation of his leg. As you all know, Mr. Russell went on and passed away and left us. Rest in peace. Our condolences to the Russell family again. But yeah, Magsayo, because he's Filipino and he fights under the Manny Pacquiao Promotions banner, legendary Manny Pacquiao is behind him. They could push him real quick and made him a mandatory for Gary Russell Jr. Stripped Gary Russell. Now, was this fight intended to send a message to Gary Russell Jr. to say, hey, you only fight once a year. You're not going to be holding this belt hostage anymore. Based on how this fight looks and goes tonight for you, we're going to take it. Hey, boxing, I've seen all kind of crazy stuff happen in boxing. Trust me. And if that was the case, that's what definitely just happened when Gary Russell fought Magsayo. But we ain't going to go back there because that's what my mama say, water under the bridge, spilt milk, can't cry over spilt milk. Okay, let's not cry over that. But my point is, Magsayo, to be a world champion, that says you're the best in the world. He looked ordinary. He looked like a mediocre fighter last night, a C grade at best. And everybody was, drinking the Kool-Aid when he beat Gary Russell, talking about how good he was, and he's the next face in boxing, and he's not there yet, and he's not ready yet. Y'all pushed him too fast. Based on him being under Manny Pacquiao's promotional banner. Hey, he made a little money. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. So guess what? Hey, all that glitters isn't gold. Take your time. Do it right. Like the song say. That's my thoughts. Last night, congratulations to Rey Vargas, Team Vargas. He did his thing. He suffered from a knockdown early in the fight. He was able to get up like the heart of a champion. He's a former world champion himself. Last night made him a 2-divisional world champion. He's back in the saddle, calling his own shots. He regrouped very well. And it wasn't really a shot that really hurt him because I don't see Magsayo having that kind of punching power anyway. It was more of a flash punch on top of Vargas being a little bit off balance, but came with a punch. It was a clean right hand on the side of the face, and it sent him down. Hey. It happens. That's boxing. Get up, you dust yourself off, you get back in the race. And that's exactly what he did. And he out-hustled Magsayo for the rest of that fight, let his hands go, and it got him a world title. Hey, that's it for now. What's your thoughts? I'm Rick Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media. This is the Brawler Sports Boxing Show. Let's go, champs.
Brawlers, baby.